Run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Back to Robinson now on first down. Down to the 42, 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
On the counter, this is Robinson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Throwing here, Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Second and 11. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in the yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Prescott now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Prescott on third and goal. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now the try here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Second down. Howell now. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want the trade downs to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got him well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, the completions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way. Makes a great play on the football and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Howell will throw it. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Howell down to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half,
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, Pollard. Just a gain of a couple there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Prescott off play action.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young
Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9. 2nd down, Howell back to pass.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Howell.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Here's Pollard again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pollard will take it up the gut, and they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Howell throwing on first down here.
This is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And once more, Howe back to the air. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And now they're in the hurry up. A first down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on a deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now, his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Deuce Vaughn with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Throwing here, Howell. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Powell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
2nd and 10, Howell. Throw right side, complete to Dotson.
There he goes, right side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Now Howell.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Wrapped up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Robinson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Slide for the PAT.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Breaks a tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Vaughn.
And he's got some space here. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
79 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Vaughn on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, a run with Vaughn. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second down, Howell now. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Howell will throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I love this offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself confident.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll run with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Pollard again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Play action now, Prescott.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Brian Anger in punt formation for the Cowboys.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off.